Okay, percents. These are important, all right, because this is how interest works, and this is one of the things we want to look at when we're talking about this. So it says a marrow plant is 0.5 meters long. Every week it grows by 20%. All right. What you have to do with these is the R is not 0.2 for 20%. That's not true. If it's getting larger, that means it's going to be 1 plus whatever the percent is, if it's getting larger. All right, so that's if it's getting larger. If it's getting smaller, it's going to be 1 minus the percent if it's getting smaller. This says every week it grows. That means it's getting larger. So for my rate here, it's getting larger. So it's 1 plus 0.2, which is 1.2. Okay, very important that we understand this because a lot of times these are percents. Okay, and that's really what I can tell you with this. If you put 0.2 in as your rate, your plant's going to get smaller, and hopefully you would recognize that there's something wrong there. All right, but this is incredibly important. You'll see percent problems kind of mixed in throughout. And we'll talk about this as we keep going through. So it says calculate how long the plant is after 12 weeks. All right, so every week it grows by 20%. So I've got my formula and everything. So U1 is 0.5 times 1.2 to the 12 minus 1. So 0.5 times 1.2 to the 12 minus 1. So it's 3 point, again, use 3 significant figures. So 3.72 meters tall after 12 weeks. Then it says comment on the predicted length of the marrow after 1 year. 1 year is 52 weeks. So it's going to be 0.5 times 1.2 to the 52 minus 1. Now this is probably going to be something astronomically way too big. All right, but let's see what we get. So 0.5 times 1.2 to the 52 minus 1. So it's going to be 5,460 meters, and that's actually 3 significant figures. So 5,460, remember that 0 is not going to be significant. It's at the end of a number, and it's not at the end of a decimal. So that's huge. All right, 5,460 meters is, if I just think of a meter as pretty much a yard, that's 16,000 feet tall. A mile is 5,280 feet tall. So that's like 3 miles tall. Okay. So it says comment on it. I would say this is an unrealistic height. The growth would stop eventually. The growth would slow. Should slow over time. Okay, so I'm going to put that there some sort of, because it says the word comment, so I should comment on something. Okay, it's not going to get that tall. It's 3 miles tall. Okay, that is taller than like mountains. So we don't want to have, we don't just want to say that it's definitely going to be